Hello, my name is Tanya. I'm here with my friend Carol, and we are Let's Get Infinite. And
We
today
are.
we're talking about claiming this idea that we're a really big deal. And this was started a few weeks ago with our friend Stacey Sadler Clark, who we met through the Infinite Possibilities certification, and she was one of the teachers this month. We went to her class and we're just sort of like, you know what? She has that similar vibe to us, and I was definitely very curious. And she does something called Porch Coffee. Now, Porch Coffee is her own version of a podcast where she comes and she talks to whoever's listening, kind of like we do. And here we are with this idea that we've been cultivating since that point in time when she did her video. We're going to show an excerpt of that in a moment just to give her the credit and let you hear her speak on that topic. But Carol and I have been playing with this. We're a pretty big deal and claiming that for ourselves and being playful with it, right? So, not the egotistical, full head, can't get through the door, but this idea of we as human beings have a tendency to lessen how we feel about ourselves or not claim what we're truly great at. And we found that Stacey was playful in her attempt to say, "You're a pretty big deal. I'm a pretty big deal. What if we claim that?" So here we are exploring that subject matter. And on Monday, we introduced this concept to our people in our soul spa. There were 9 people with us on Monday morning, and it rocked. It went so well. We saw people's faces light up and their energy increase, and this idea of claiming this thing about us that we're a pretty big deal. What did you notice, Carol?
Yeah. Wow. You know what? It is actually one of the most brilliant concepts. And I know this isn't new. Like Stacey didn't just dream this up, but Stacey, it was the way, it was the energy, it was the meaning that she was able to derive in that statement that has motivated something so deep inside of me for the first time ever. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm whole. This is a playful way for me to really just embrace that greatness that I am without it being ego. I think I've been afraid to step fully into my greatness because I've been afraid to change who I am. And oh, that must mean that I'm high on myself or I'm overconfident or whatever. I've worked really fucking hard to get to where I am today. And that is looking inside at a lot of really deep work. And I think that it's about time that you join me in stepping forward into your greatness and owning that you are a big fucking deal.
You're a
You're
big
a big
deal.
fucking deal, right? Like
Oh,
just say it. I'm a big fucking deal. I
I'm a
don't know if you've
big
heard
deal.
yet, but we're kind of a big deal. You know what? There's just something magical about this, folks. We're so excited to share this with you. I know that it's catching in some other areas. So, Stacey, you know what? You're a big fucking deal. I want to say thank you so much for this treasure, for this heart that you brought into our hearts, these overlapping hearts. Ever so grateful. Do you guys want to see and hear it right from her mouth? Yeah. Okay. Let me get
Absolutely.
this sharing. Okay. We're going to do this in a couple parts. Here's part one.
You're at it, instill some new beliefs. How about I'm a big deal and dance and let that energy flow, right? When we're like, oh, I'm excited. When we are in this like flow, in this dance, in this music, in this state, and then you start adding on to these affirmations like, I'm a big deal. I'm here to share my gifts.
Like, right? Do you guys get it? Her energy is just so, yeah, like just own it. This is fun. It's playful.
It is playful for
It's
sure.
beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Into and including where Carol and I took that evidence when it became resonant with us, right? So when we started resonating that with ourselves, we took that evidence, we included it in our application to tut.com when we applied to be speakers at the next IPI conference. And in one
Well,
of
wait.
the
IP conference. That's Infinite Possibilities Conference, folks, for those of you who don't know that yet.
good old acronyms, yes. The next conference is April 19, 20,
19.
21 this year, 2024. And Carol and I took our training in September of 2023, and we are now actually been awarded being speakers to the Infinite Possibilities conference coming up. So
You know
if you
why?
didn't know, because we're
Yeah.
a big deal.
Because we're a big deal.
So we, our cheeky selves, included that in our application video. And what came back from that was we're big fans. And if you didn't know, you're a pretty big deal. So there's confirmation already that people are paying attention, that they're in agreement with these things, and it's all in fun, which is so amazing because there's so much laughter and lightness to it. And I love claiming that. So Stacey had a few other things to say that we'll take a listen to now.
Okay, okay. Well, and it's it's the universe. It's not just these individuals. The whole universe has conspired to support us being a big deal. And the universe is here to support you to big deal. It shows up in people. It shows up in exchanges. It shows up in opportunities and experiences. But this is the universe responding to your vibration of being a big deal. So the more that we can just incorporate I'm a big deal feeling into everything I do, not to be a jerk about it, but to really just claim the power that we are. I think I underestimate myself a lot. I don't give myself enough credit. And I know I'm not alone. Tanya just waved her hand. How many of you out there have been feeling like, ugh? But even if you're feeling, ugh, it's a perfect opportunity to step in and say, I'm a big deal.
Yeah.
And every moment you can claim that. And you can claim that even if 5 minutes ago you weren't feeling like you were. I know you're a big deal. If you want us, we'll shout you out.
Yeah.
Drop your name in here in the next big deal video. We'll bring your name in and we'll talk about what a
Absolutely.
big deal you are.
We'll claim it for you if you can't claim it for yourself yet, right? And we saw a little bit of that on Monday, some trepidation or hesitation to, oh, well, that's you, not me. But by the end of that meeting, it was like everybody took that with them. And I talked to my mom today. She's like, I'm really trying on this. I'm a big deal. And my aunt was present on Monday, came in and is now carrying that around in her mind as well. I'm a pretty big deal. Like it's this self-care, self-importance, self-nurturing statement of claiming our worth. Because so often we as human beings tend to play the tape of, I'm not good enough, there's something wrong with me, it's not happening fast enough, whatever it is that we're telling ourselves. But what if, when we catch ourselves in the mirror, we could say, hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but you're a pretty big deal. And then allow that feeling to land.
Yeah.
Allow it to land.
Open with your heart. This is really heart work, folks.
Mm-hmm.
When we can love and have compassion for ourselves, we have so much more capacity for everything else on the planet.
True.
The planet automatically shifts when you live from your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel better just listening so far? I know we sure did listening to Stacey. So let's go back to see how she finished her heart coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
And incorporate some of that movement with some affirmations and being like, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Wow. How does that make you sit up a bit taller? How does that make you look at your day now when you're like, I'm a big deal? Comment. Let me know. I want to hear you declare it. I am a big deal. You can send me a message and say that. You can leave me a voice note and say that. You can comment on here and say that. I want to hear you owning you're a big deal. Have a good day, guys.
Isn't she great?
That's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And so on the heels of that, we too at Let's Get Infinite, Carol and I want to hear from you. Please interact with us. Post your comments below. Claim it. Let me hear. Let us hear. I'm a big deal and I'm going to wear that and wear it well. Claim it. It's yours for the taking.
It so is. And you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You've
Yes,
been waiting a long time. It's just, now is it. The sign that you've been waiting for, this is it. It's the I'm a big deal sign.
right?
And I see you. I see you. Yes.
Oops.
Let's do this together. Let's get infinite, you guys. Let's get infinite. This is it, right? Yeah.
Is it?
Woo!
fully surrendered into the actuality of the truth of who we are and our source.
Yeah.
Because we all deserve that. So you are enough and you're a really big deal.
You are. You're
Yeah.
a super rockin' big deal.
Thanks, Stacey, for the seeds of influence and the inspiration and the example that you set. And here we are just amplifying that message of you're a big deal. We're a big deal. Let's be a big deal together.
And we're declaring it together. Yes. Yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this all the way to the end. And I look forward to the next installment.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you. Take good care. See you next time.